No. Hey, peace, peace, my peaceful people. It's your brother man Sa. What's good? Welcome back. Yeah, y'all gotta welcome me back. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. Yes, yes, yes. Life does that to you sometimes. A little bit of delays and things like that, yeah. But we all always make our way back here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Priorities gotta switch up sometimes to accommodate life and what's going on and whatnot. So yeah, so you see we are not quite in nature today, but we still in the tear. Yeah, I mean we gonna stay in the tear, right? But we at the crib today. So yeah, that's how we gotta do it. You know what I mean? I was thinking about hooking up the green screen and getting the background, you know what I mean? I might do that at some point actually, but right now that's a little too much. I'm let's make this easy, right? So here we are going to talk about the solstice readings. It's that magical time of year. The solstice is here, my folk. So you know how we do. So of course, we're dealing with the Metu Neter Oracle, right? Metu Neter is the oracle that is going to focus you on your spirit, right? You have different oracles that are better at communicating to you different, levels of information. So, y'all hear me say it all the time. Definitely, the Metu Neter is a spiritually focused oracle. So, when you are pulling those cards, you are going to get a view of your spirit. You're going to get a snapshot of what's going on in your spirit, right? So now we at the, it's early December, right? I'm late, you know what I mean? I should have had this out a week ago, of course. All right, we already said that. Let's not belabor that point. So this is the time where your spirit, right? Things are cold, right? It's nighttime, right? It's midnight, right? What happens at midnight is the spirit is trying to prepare for sleep, if not sleep, right? Now it's sleep time. So now's the time for the dream, right? It's the dream time. It's the time when the subconscious mind is awaking to, what's going on in the cosmos, right? In the spiritual realm as well. Right, so it's a time when you're very receptive, right? You're very open to the impulses of the spiritual realm, right? The two equinoxes and the two solstices are the cardinal points, and it's a spiritual time, right? So this is a time where you definitely want to plug into those videos that I made about preparing the spirit to receive a revelation, right? Your diet, right? Getting into various exercises, breathing exercises, yoga techniques, right? You're gonna watch what you're watching now, right? Now is the time to cool down a lot of the mindless TV, right? TV just for goofy purposes, right? Because now is the time, right, where you're going to make an impression on your spirit, good or bad, right? For good or for bad, the 21st through the 25th, or I should say the 24th, right? Those 4 days, 21 through 24, is a time of, it's a time where the earth itself kind of comes to a stop or stillness, right? And in that process, the momentum has stopped, right? So whatever you was doing, now you have the opportunity to stop it, right? So if you're trying to do, if you're trying to stop something, right? So you're trying to, quell a bad habit, right? Well, the ball is rolling right now, right? Now you're supposed to be getting your thoughts together. So it's all about meditation. You are composing scripts, right? That will, focus you on the what it looks like after you stop, the result of your stop, right? What are the write down what are the things that you want to see when you stop doing XYZ. Okay, so put that in your mind, put that in your script, put that in your meditation, and do that, right? Especially 21st through the 24th. But now is the great time, now is the time to have this in your head to to prepare for these things, right? Many of us fast during this time. Fast is not something that you could just, do tomorrow. Let's go on a 4-day fast tomorrow. Most of us have to, spend a period of time, you know, lulling on that thought, like, okay, I gotta fast. Like, I know I do. I know I need a good, couple weeks to, like, put it in my head that I'm not gonna be eating for a period of 4 days. I love food. Who don't love food? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's, you gotta lock it in your mind that this is what I'm going to do and this is why, right? And what's going to get you through it is the why, right? Trying to think in terms of reasoning, right? Trying to reason our way through life. So if we're reasoning our way through life, then we know that why we're fasting, and that's what's going to get us through. We know why we're vegetarian, and that's what's going to get us through. Yeah. So we know why we do these readings, right? Because God got stuff to talk to us about. Okay. So that's why we're here. Alright, I think I said most stuff. Oh, let me just let y'all know. Oh, firstly, let me say thank you to all my subscribers. I got a lot of new subscribers over the last few months, and let me make sure I take the time to say peace to y'all. Thank you so much for tapping in with me. Yeah, man. We're gonna keep it going. Alright. Oh, make sure if anything resonates, you give a like, right? Those likes definitely, boost the algorithm for YouTube. They get it out to more people who want to see it, right? So, yeah, do that for me, okay? Other than that, we're going to get into this prayer and we're going to get busy. Okay. It's Tehuti, Simaki, Ruo, Sir, Kiftaf, Kurpaina Ba. In adet sort sabau rupu and hetem to keftanu nebeche Korupain se hadi jedem de jeditu and sadak atapna teita in Tehuti dwamidunite paebanitu ebanitu and it's like 10 honorable spirits of the Bagua Chien Kun Chen Sun Li Ka Tui Ken Dwa, Down. Into that 10. Honorable spirits of the tarot, the minor and the major arcana, Dwana Ter, the air, the earth, fire, and the water. Dwau, thank you to my chef Su, my spirit guides. Dwana Ter. Okay. Alright. Been a minute, y'all. Been a minute. Okay, but we are back. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Leo. Peace, peace. Leos. What's good, people? What's good? It's your brother, man, Sa. Peace, peace to y'all. This is the spiritual focus for the solstice, right? Solstice is a time where we look to the next year, right? We look to our spirit in the next year. What is it that we want to see from it? What is it that we want to remove from it? Right? What is it that we want to learn, etc.? Right? So we come during this time, the solstice, right? This is the magical time. This is the time when we put all that stuff into intention, right? We think about our intentions for what we want to see for ourselves and do, and we cultivate scripts and meditations for them that we're going to use during this solstice time. Alright, so this is your yearly focus. What is the next year looking like for you? Right? We have to start. So start is where we begin. So here we go. Familios, here we go. What is the spiritual focus for the solstice, and by extension our focus for the next year? Or set to ma'at. Or set to ma'at for the Leo. Or set to ma'at. Oser Hetep. Wow. Very, very spiritual reading right there. It's Oset. I almost said it backwards. Oset to Ma'at. Oser Hetep. Okay. For the Leo. Alright, so okay, so let's look at Leo. What is Leo? Who is Leo? Right? We know Leo to be Heru, right? Heru is the son of Oser and Oset. Right? There's a family right here. We got son, mama, papa. Okay? So, alright, so all this metaphorian and all of that stuff. So, Oset is your sense of devotion, right? So, we ask, what is the Leo's focus for the next year? And we get devotion. Okay? Why is God saying devotion? Right? So, devotion is the first card. Devotion to what? Oser Hetep is the next card. Oser is what? Oser is God within. So, for the Leo, and this is a very spiritual focused reading. I mean, this is all of these readings have been very, very broad, spiritual. But this is saying to focus on your divinity this year, Leo. This year, Leo, okay? You should be focusing on specifically your ability for devotion, your ability to be devoted, right? What does it mean to be devoted to something, to anything, right? Devoted, right? So devotion is a level of love where, you know, you put your all into someone, something, right? You're devoted, right? Your spirit is attached to that thing in a way where you cultivate the goodness there, right? You're devoted to something, right? Something is yours, and you devote yourself to it. You dedicate yourself to it. Right, so it's the same, dedicate yourself to the raising of your divinity. Dedicate yourself to the raising of your divinity. That's your focus, this cycle. I mean, this year. This year, Leo, you have to get into your Oset, right? Your ability to follow, right? To follow what? To follow God. Follow the light. Follow God. Follow the Most High, right? Your highest aspect is being called here. You're being focused on devotion to God, right? So, yeah, Leo. So at this Heru, this sixth sphere, ego can be a big thing, right? Ego is the thing that kills devotion. Yeah. So ego is something that you, Leo, have in abundance. You have ego. You have big ego, usually in abundance, right? Usually that's the worst thing about a Leo is their ego, right? So now you have to find the opposite of that, right? Which is humility. It takes humility to be devoted to something, right? Right? The first point of devotion is humble. Right? So you got to make yourself humble in order to devote yourself. That's your assignment, Leo. Make yourself humble. Devote yourself to the raising of God within. Let's talk to the I Ching. Straight, open, straight, open, open, straight, open, open, straight, straight stress, straight stress, straight stress, straight stress. 25 into the 51. 25 into the 51. Okay. Use no medicine. Right. And the top one is like use no medicine. All set. Alright, so this has to do with how you react to things. You know, using no medicine for, you know, the malady that happens that was not your fault, right? Or not anyone's fault. It's just kind of happened. So don't use any medicine on that. That'll go away by itself. That'll be okay. Right? You don't have to react too much for that. And you'll be surprised by how it ends. Right? It'll be okay. It won't end bad. Right? But, you know, but there's how do you say, what's the word? You're not forceful, you're lenient, you're falling back, something like that. Yeah, so basically, you know, Osset's motion is to kind of be cool, right? Osset doesn't, you know, struggle. She's cool, right? So with this 25, with the fifth line, that's the emotion there at that fifth line, right? It's, you know, you know, this, whatever the problem is, whatever the problem is, you know, I didn't, you know, the cause was from outside of me, so I don't have to be concerned about, you know, it getting fixed. It'll fix itself. In other words, like you know, if I did it, then I know what I would have to do to fix it. Well, I didn't do it, so this is outside of me, so this is cool. You know, I'm gonna be okay. I don't have to stress. I don't have to use any medicines now. I don't have to start. I don't have to go on my bag. Right? This will get fixed. Right? This will be okay. All right. Okay. So this is you know, this is something that'll get fixed, and you know, it doesn't. It'll actually shock you that it was fixable in that way. Right? But you know, ultimately, you know, it's going to come from your emotion of, you know, receptivity, right? The thing, whatever it is that's not fixed or that's weird, is going to come from your receptivity, right? Your ability to, you know, to just cool out, right? Your receptivity, right? That's where the answers are going to come. All right, let's talk to the tarot. Got the wrong deck here. Talking to the tarot. Let's see what the tarot I talk about. kind of stuff trying to pop out. Let's see. Seven of Cups. Hangman in reverse. Seven of Cups. Hangman in the reverse. Pardon me. Seven of Cups. Hangman in the R. Okay, so Seven of Cups is about choices. Right. So you got choices. You have options for. You have options, but as a matter of fact, you have options and you're coming out of being stuck. Right? You have choices on which way to go. But up to now, you have been stuck. Up to now, you have been at an impasse. Haven't been able to move forward. Right? Because you got too many choices. Too many choices have led you to confusion. Right? You don't know if it's an illusion. You too bougie. It's like, no. Yeah, so you got choices. So there's a decision, Leo, or set, indecisive. Right? Oser is like, you have to, rely on your stillness, right? There's something in you, right? You got choices, and okay, so there's someone, okay. You have too many choices, and you're in stalemate behind it, okay? Or, or basically you got to make a decision. This is something about making a decision, making a choice. Okay, you got to get unstuck. Make your choice. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? You got to get unstuck. Like, make your choice. Like, stop playing. What are you talking about? Like, Okay, if we sew it all up, right? 7, or set. Or set's number is 7. Right, so this has something to do with being decisive again, right? You're on the fence about something, right? But the answer is within. The answer is there. You have the good answer in there. You just have to pull it out. You have the good answer there. You have the answer that is connected, or that is, spawned on by a high level of spirituality. So that answer is among your options. Now the decision is whether or not you'll pull it out. Something has you on the fence about pulling out that answer. Could be your urge to do, something else. We got high and low urges. So yeah, you have high and low urges that are going on within your decision making here, right? High and low urges. Okay, so anyway, I always go back to that. Anyway, right? Anyway, or set is devotion, right? To God, Oser Hetep. So, to raising the God specifically, right? We're not just devoted to God just sitting up there. No, we're devoted to the God that's sitting in here. To the God that is a seed that we have to germinate, give the water to, and make it sprout, right? So what we're doing when we're doing that, right? What are we doing when we're saying we're cultivating God within? We're cultivating the ability to have a vessel that God wants to come through, right? And do shit in the world. There's a bunch of shit to be done in this world. God needs vessels. That's it. God needs vessels. So, either you come here and you be purposeful about it, right? Making yourself a vessel, right? Or many times it happens on accident, right? Happens by destiny, right? We just, we just luck up upon our destiny, and it go right. But anyway, we gotta keep this moving. So yeah, that's about it, pretty much, Leo. Right? You gonna be devoted to raising the God within. Period. Right? Looking at the other aspects are saying pretty much the same thing. Right? At the 25, you're not gonna use no medicine to deal with an illness that that was not sparked from within, right? You're gonna, you don't need to, you can just, again, our set is receptivity, right? So you're gonna just be receptive to how it goes, right? But you're gonna steer it in the right direction, right? And then your options and your choices, right? You gotta come out of Hangman, right? You're coming out of Hangman based upon these options and choices that you're dealing with. Alright? Yeah, so keep coming up out of Hangman. Right? No one wants to be hanged up. Alright? So that's it, Leo, pretty much. Get on your Osset and your Osir this year. Your devotion to raising your divinity. Alright? Use that to help you deal with the options that you have, right? I say use that. If you're raising your divinity, then that's gonna stare your options, right? Certain things the divine individual is not gonna do. So that's gonna, shorten your choices, right? It's gonna fine tune your choices. Alright, that's it, Leo. We're going to say peace and love. And once again, thanks for being there. Right? And do come back next time. Alright, y'all. Peace.